All right, you seem like a lovely. Now, what I'm going to need to do as well, I'm going to act as like your comedy fluffer. I don't know if I did that towards you guys. Or somebody rolled their eyes, and I'm like Sunday afternoon in his van as well. I was doing that towards you. So I'm going to come on in between so many acts. What might happen is that one of somebody straight out, there'll be lots of energy, there might be a bit of conversation. It doesn't reflect on anyone in particular. All I make sure is that each act comes out to the sort of same level, and you guys are all up for it. I need somebody to be a cheerleader as well, so give us a cheer if you like cheerleading. Never happens. Never. You were. Oh yeah. Hang on. You were here last time, weren't you? Charlie. So I'm going to leave you alone this time, Charlie. It's like he's done his hair like you guys probably can't see, but he looks like one of the Playmobil men. It's like one of the Playmobil men, but he's been shopping in Primark. That's what he looks like down here. So who cheered over there? It was one of you over there? Was it this lady in orange, wasn't it? Was it you that cheered? She's like, oh no. Oh, somebody, one of you cheered? Oh, it's behind you. What's your name? Mariana. Mariana? But oh, you're one of the Portuguese, aren't you? Right. Okay. And so, do you live in Leeds, Mariana, or have you flown in for this gig? Oh, no one's flown in for this gig, have they? You flown in? You coming from Portugal? He's not even mates with Lewis, he's just flown in because he heard it was good. They're multi-throat, they're brilliant. Get me on the next Brian Air flight. Come on, let's go. Welcome, brilliant. Oh, you flown it, wow. And so, all right, let's go check the who are the Portuguese lots. Give us a cheer, you Portuguese people. Yeah, it's Brexit, get out. So, Marianne, where are you? Where are you there, aren't you? So, what do you do?
I'm a veterinary nurse.
See, anyone that used to be a veterinary nurse, that's now she's come over and. Wow! What's your favourite animal that you've nursed on? I don't know if is that the correct way. What is it? Rats. Oh, meerkats. Do they have Russian accents? Why do they have Russian accents in those adverts? Does anyone understand that? No? Okay. Meerkat, do you get attached to them, like give them names and stuff, or I mean, I suppose you already have names, if they're pets. I don't really. And where's the veterinary place you work at? Is it in Leeds?
I work at PSA Bradford.
Oh, meerkats in Bradford. Is anyone from Bradford in? Yeah! Have you got a meerkat? You've got a Jack Russell? Named Olaf. Hasn't there, Jack Russell? Has it ever tried to escape? Of course it has, it's in Bradford. Do you live in the nice part of Bradford? Yeah, Leeds. Yeah, because I was doing a gig not too long ago, and I was like, does anyone I was in Ilkley, it was like, anyone from Bradford? He was like, yeah, I live in a particularly shit part of Bradford. I was like, oh, do you, which part? He went, Bradford. So it's at PDC in Bradford, and the people bring meerkats in. Oh, right, okay, I should clarify that. What's the weirdest thing that's been brought in Bradford? Has anyone brought in a relative and gone, I hope it's cheaper than the hospital? This is John, he's a bit of an animal, so I thought I'd bring him here. So you're right being a cheerleader, right? Is that okay? Okay, so, all right, imagine, right, here's what I need from. Imagine that you've got a pair of jeans that you've not put on for a while, and you put them on, and in the pocket is a tenner. What kind of cheer would I get from you? Woo! PDC don't pay enough, do they? Or is that foreigner undercut? The minimum wage in England is £3.50. All right, that was a pretty good start. So, okay, let's go. What if it was a £20 note? I mean, that was sort of the same cheer. Is this your boyfriend sat with you? The guy that's like, I hope it is anyway, because he's just casually putting his arm around and I'm like, don't worry, I'll save you. But you're not trying very hard to save, right? You're just like, I'll sort of protect you with this arm, but hide my face a little bit. So he doesn't talk to me with my generic beard. What's your name, sir? No. 7 years. Is that? He's going to make you. Are you ready?
I know what you're thinking. Fat bloke, loud shirt. Where's the dartboard? Yeah. I'll have been able to score 180 backstage. Yeah. Pretty good with 3 darts. Good for a resting pulse rate, but I'm not nervous, I've just jogged here. Anyone from Keighley tonight? Tell you what, I'm impressed. If I was going to get paid 20 quid for a ticket, get 3 buses, I'd have to cut my bail tag off. I want Michael McIntyre stood here. That's his, Keighley is a small town just civilization, I suppose. Danny Boyle, I think it's fair to say Keighley smashed it right out of the park. Yeah, I'm a bit cruel to Keighley, but to be fair, they don't really cotton to me either, because I let into a secret. I'm a writer and a poet, actually. And about the English, a bit pedantic if you like, yeah? In fact, I'll put my cards on the table right here and I'll say that I believe that anyone who types into social media the words should have instead of should have both their hands cut off. Under anaesthetic, of course. I'm a grammar Nazi, not a monster. It's probably one of the reasons people don't take an instant dislike to me, I suppose. That and the fact it saves valuable time. Father in a local shop always calls me Peter, which is a bit weird considering my name's Jem. And it's been going on for ages. I said to him the other day, I had to say something. I said, look, I'm not being funny, but my name's Jem, not Peter. He said, I know, it's short for pain in the arse. It's a mnemonic. That's an acronym, actually, but... There you go. I go to the local supermarket and it really annoys me. Right, I always use the express checkout, and right behind the express checkout is the stationery department, stationery aisle, and stationery is misspelt with an A, not an E. And it gets on my nerves, so every time I go in, I point it out. Anyway, last time I went in, the girl sat on the checkout, she's looking at me and smirking, all smiling, a little name tag on. And she says, "And a change for you." So I just pointed right above her head and said, "That should be 6 items or fewer." Anyway, I'm banned from Tesco's now, so thanks, Sarita. Unexpected laugh in the bagging area there. Yeah, similar sort of thing. The other little foible I've got is that I tend to take things literally. I'm a bit of a literalist. In fact, whenever I see a sign saying wet paint, sometimes I've got my flies open before I realise it's not actually an instruction. As one I see these gates, and right across the gates it says, "If these gates are closed, please call this number." I thought, this is professional. And eventually a guy answers and he says, "What?" I thought, no, it doesn't tell me his name, it doesn't tell me his number, just what? I said, your gates are locked, mate. He went, "Oh." I'm like, I got to work on this one, aren't I? So I said, your gates are locked, and it says on your gates that if your gates are closed, I've got to ring this number. And he said, yes, but not at 2 a.m. in the fucking morning.
I'm not swapping, don't worry. Actually, I'm gigging in Belfast last night, and I had a warning before. He's like, remember, you are English, don't be shit. I didn't let him down. I hope. Anyway, I didn't stay there the night. I've swam up. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your next act of this section? Woo! All right. So we've got Kerry coming to the stage. Kerry Robinson. I'm gonna point over in this direction again. You're gonna start the tune from his back end, and you're gonna join in. I'm gonna start calling you Nom. I don't know why. No. Is it no? Have you? What's your surname, you know? Don't worry, I'm not on Facebook. It's
Almeida.
Almeida. Doesn't that sound beautiful? If you were English, you'd be called Neil Almond. Neil Almeida, you sound exotic. Somebody, a bloke over here is like, they take them as well. If you are going to come back, it good, I like that. Alright then guys, are we ready to get Kerry on the stage? So guys, start the tuning!
Hello. I'm Kerry. And before we start, no, I am not Christopher Biggins in a dress. Put that out there. My boyfriend gave me really rubbish advice about doing this. He said I should just come on stage, piss myself, slip in the piss and fall on my ass. Because in his words, what's funnier than a fat girl falling over? I'm a 42 who was given birth to twins. I've pissed myself twice. Sorry if any of your drinks got a little bit warmer there. I'm only kidding, I've got Tenor-Lady. Never really seen those Tenor-Lady adverts, have I? What I want is a middle-aged woman on screen going, I'm 45. I've given birth to 3 8-pound babies. In fact, the third it fell out. My pelvic floor is shot to shit. And I can't blink without pissing myself. Now I can leave the house next to Tenor-Lady. Full of surprise. I change in the keyboard on my iPhone. So when I type his name, Steve, it comes out with, my Lord and Master, I'm so grateful for his existence. He did, however, excel himself with my name. So when I signed off texts and emails, instead of saying Kerry, it said Sad Cave. Sad Cave, I hear you all lads. Well, that is his affectionate name for my vagina. I think he calls it Sad Cave because it's massive, damp, and have occasionally had to rescue her. Hi, Mummy Dad. I did actually find out that there is a real Sad Cave in Okinawa, Japan. It's really popular with tourists. Gets loads and loads of visitors. Is that why he calls it Sad Cave? The cheeky bastard. Right, that's it. I'm going to call his dick Theresa May from now on. Because like her, it's neither strong nor stable. I guess I could open up my Sad Cave as a tourist attraction. If it all goes tits up after Brexit. You can just imagine the TripAdvisor reviews. Has an odd smell. Felt all grubby when I slipped and touched its walls. very untidy entrance. Now, on the subject of massive twats, Piers Morgan. He piped up, like he does. Outraged because Cosmopolitan magazine had had the audacity to put a fat woman on its front cover. So he wrote an open letter to the model Tess Holliday saying, you know, you're not promoting body positivity, you're a danger to young girls, promoting the dangers of obesity, because clearly looking at a picture of a fat woman makes you fat. And on that logic, you are all fucked. No, Piers, I wouldn't promote body positivity like that. I'd kidnap you, strap you to a chair, attach your phone to your mouth. And when you're all massive like a giant baby, I'm going to get Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to put you in a baby papoose, because we know you love them, and get you to take you through the streets of London, the wonder of the giant man baby. And when you complain, because you fucking will, we're all going to turn around in unison and say, "Man up, Piers, man up!" Piers Morgan, the man who looks like he was carved out of Spam, and opinions as welcome as getting your period on date night. And as for Katie fucking Hopkins, I think I better go. This tenor lady won't hold any more piss. Thank you.
Now, I expected to be this good.
Yes!
Good. Some of you like, I expected Gatsby. She's that lady like, no, I've had enough, I'm off. Were you filming that or holding a red cardigan?
Yeah.
Filming.
Oh, thank God, because is Kerry not your daughter?
Yeah.
Get off. I've had enough. Because my dad used to come to my gigs, and my first ever gig was in York, a place called the Ginny Gate on York, and I thought I'd done really well, and all the way home, there was silence in the car. I was with my dad, my mum and my auntie at the back of me. I was thinking, I've done really well, and then halfway through the journey home, my dad leans over and went, "Wasn't it meant to be shit then?" I have a very weird relationship with my parents, to be fair. I'll tell you more about that a bit later. Carrie mentioned kids, by the way. Is there a lot of kids in?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyone that's not got kids? Now, statistically, all of you should have said something by now, and like about 4. But either some of you have kids and are just ashamed of them. I don't have kids. I could say I'm in my 30s, don't have kids, not married, which according to my dad makes me gay. It's a weird thing. I think one of the reasons why I don't have kids is because if I had kids, I think I'd treat them like everything new in my life. I'd play with them for a bit and then just shove them in the loft. Like get them out every now and again when I remember they're there. So it's probably like phoning social now, aren't you? Like, I'm worried. It's just a joke, don't worry. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for another act with proper material? All right, we've got Drew Littler coming to the stage. Where's Drew's family? Where are you? Cheerleaders at the bar, near the bar, of course you are. Yeah. All right, are you ready to welcome the stage? You can start cheering in 1, 3, 2, 1, go!
Hi, I'm Drew. Can I get a shout out? If you've got a smartphone, it's a pretty easy one. Despite appearances, I'm a big fan of tech and gadgets. Even my dad, nearly 80, he's got a smartphone now, newer than mine. Although I think it's less about keeping up with technology and more about burning through his money as fast as possible. So all that's left by way of inheritance is his large collection of Toby jugs. And if you don't know what Toby jugs are, I'm not surprised. They're kind of like ceramic Funko Pops, except exclusively for pensioners. But like Funko Pops, it's big-headed tat. Okay, another question. Have you ever sent a dick pic? Just you. Well, I commend your bravery. I have a confession, also mine. I tried to get into dick pics. I'll never forget. And the second time when I accidentally dropped it down the toilet. It's a pro tip. I'm a veteran. If you're going to drop the phone down the toilet, do it before you've used it. And if not, hopefully it's number one. Because you ain't going to fix that with a bag of dry. Executed, upside down, short back and sides. Although if I'm feeling flash, a couple of tramlines in. So I reckon there's good money to be made in now, which is why I've launched a Kickstarter for a phone-enabled bush trimmer. You can all fund it later. So there's an app, you pair it with Bluetooth with the device, and you use the app to choose your style. So you've got your landing strip, your Brazilian, your silver fox. More styles are available, but it's in-app purchases. And then it guides you in creating your perfect style. And then it's got a built-in camera, so it can share the picture straight onto Instagram. Can't turn it off. Straight onto Instagram. But you can apply filters like the Snapchat dog, except for your undercarriage. I have a second confession actually today. I like to experiment in the bedroom. Probably not what you think it is. So this experiment I did. Probably not what you think it is. So this experiment I did involved a Kindle. And the hypothesis I was going to test was, could I change the page on my Kindle through teabagging? So, I mean, I know how to do science, but each time I couldn't do it. The movement. That's a stretch. So I was disappointed because the experiment failed. Thank you.
Hey, where are you? Over here. Oh, he's like shaking his head. Was it genuinely weird? Was it really? Was it recently? Was it? We need to know more. Have you still got a pic on your phone? Can we have a look? What was that, sorry? It's still on your phone. Mike, right, what you need to do is, like, during the interval, what we need, if we all meet Mike in the bar, we can all have a quick look. Also, by the way, well done, Mike, for being the one that owns up, because statistically, there's at least another 10 of you that have done it. Where are you? Where are the quiet ones? Somebody's done it in the room today. I bet that. Fucking let's have a go. Why not? I wouldn't. I would never do a dick pic. Not because I think it's wrong. Because I'm ashamed of what's down there. I'm like, fuck. Because I don't want to send somebody a picture of something that looks like a bruised toe with a bit of kebab meat wrapped around it. I'm not sending that. Just essentially a population dispenser that smells of yesterday. No, nobody wants to see that. I'm not sending that. I realised I may have gone too far. So yeah. I was like, it's Sunday afternoon, please stop! We were off to the Christmas market for sausages after this. Not anymore. Pigs in like, oh, Charlie's still here, and pigs in blankets. That's just a relative Christmas, isn't it? That's. I'll stop now. I'm genuine. Have you still got your phone? Don't worry, you don't have to really show everyone. It's okay.
It's on Grindr, so I don't know where it's
It's on. One of my friends, she's a comedian also, and when she was on the dating apps, if anyone sent her a dick pic, she went straight onto Pornhub, which apparently is an adult website. Never heard of it. She went straight to that, and then just screenshotted a picture of dick on that, and then sent it back. And then whenever the bloke's like, "What have you sent that for?" I was like, "Well, you sent one first. I thought it was a game." Just kept doing that until they fucked off. So, if that happens to you, ladies, give that a try. Right, are you ready for your next act? Yeah! All right then. Now this guy has he asked all his mates to come up with a stage name and come up with a wonderful name. So we're going to start the cheering in a minute and welcome to the stage the notorious TIT. Are you ready to start cheering? 3, 2, 1, go!
It's nice to get the applause out of the way early doors, isn't it? You are allowed to laugh later on as well, though, just in case you weren't quite sure. Just a bit of a pre-warner, really. I've been told that I can make women pregnant just by looking at them. So just in case, here's a pregnancy test. There's you'll have to bear with me a little bit today because I've been on a week away in Paris, sort of hungover family, so I'm not really feeling 100%. We went to a 90s bar, a 90s theme bar in the centre of Paris. They did take the theme a little bit too far with the Princess Diana Memorial. You should laugh at that. True. It's fair to say we're all a bit nervous backstage, to be honest with you, because we're all walking around like this, just waiting for our turn. It's ridiculous. There's less worn-out carpet in an Amsterdam brothel. So enough of this stupidity. A little about me is I work in hospitality. I've worked in hotels for far too long, to be honest with you, for it to be a proper career. And and it just allows you to see what British customer service is actually like. In America, you get a lot of people coming in thinking you're all going to be cheery and stuff, and hello sir, how's everything? In Yorkshire, slightly different. Only time we cheer people is when they're pissing off at the end of the day. So yeah, come on guys, thank you. Out you go. To be fair though, it doesn't really help when people complain about the bills and stuff and make things difficult for you. We've got a lot of the time people come down to reception and claim what's been added to, or been charged to the bill. We'll come down and say, there's a bit of an issue here. Hello sir, how can I help? Someone's charged me for watching Cocks and Robbers for 7.5 minutes. Okay, we can sort that out for you, that's not a problem. Anything else? Oh, yeah, afterwards I accidentally went onto Game of Bones. Right, so these things happen all the time, so, I mean, if you just want to calm down whilst you talk, because the panting's a little bit out of the ordinary, but we can sort that out. Anything else? Oh, you've run out of tissues in your bedroom. Right, we'll get housekeeping to sort some up for you. Because it's a bit often a game of wills, we need to try and make our own little fun and games for the customers. So I like to do sort of nicknames for them for the regular guests. One of them, a gentleman, comes in on a weekend. He always talks about coming to actually have a meal, never actually does. But all he does is come and use the facilities, so we call him Parent Taxi, because he just comes to drop the kids off at the pool. There's an elderly gentleman that turns up same time every month, always complains. We call him Period Features. And he always has the audacity to call our bar a bloody mess. There's a girl that comes to our quiz, and we call her the Bermuda Triangle. She thinks it's because she's mysterious and we don't know much about her, when in fact it's just the amount of semen that's swallowed up in a time. It had to be done, guys, I do apologise. It's very smutty. There's a lot, you're all disgusted in the back. The people on the front, they're just like this. Oh, not having that. And finally, there's a guy that comes in, he's a bit of a local eccentric, and he's called the Bomber because it was once revealed that he blew his load at an Ariana Grande concert. Right, ladies and gentlemen, before I go, I did say that I sense this end quicker than I want it to. Just pushing me out of the side now. There is one joke that one of my friends wanted me to ask, so this is just for Wooly. How does a bird get to work? So that's Physical Talks. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Thank you. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the notorious TIC! You remember at the top when I said, I'm not going to censor them. I'll allow their creativity to sometimes they might say things that maybe will. Ooh. So that car joke was awful, wasn't it? That was that. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got one more to this section. Are you ready for your final answer to this section? Alright, we've got Matt Craig on the stage. Squeeze on the
I'm Matt, and no, I am not Don's gay Geordie's son. So, I have a confession to make. Last night, I was in bed. I was feeling nervous. I was gonna pull out, but my boyfriend told me just to come. So I've actually been with my boyfriend for 5 whole long years, and the inevitable question comes up. When are you going to get married? Well, the problem is, I just can't imagine him taking me up the aisle. I just don't imagine him getting down on his knees and offering me his ring. I mean, what if it didn't work? I mean, who'd keep the car? Who'd keep the hair straighteners? And then there's the dividing of the sex toys. I mean, to be fair, we're even arguing now who'll take the dildo. So don't worry, I won't be pulling the butt plug in the relationship just yet. So in real life, I'm a teacher. And people often ask me what drew me to the profession. And I'm not sure. I mean, we have really long, boring holidays that are really difficult to fill. Only the other day, the caretaker said to me, Matt, you're working too hard, you need to go home. It's 3:30, we're locking the car park. But really, it's all about kids. I was showing my form a Saturday where you can see the song that was #1 the year that you were born. Kid shouts out, yours was Green Sleeves. Which devastates me because I have a preoccupation with getting old. And I have dabbled in Botox in the past. And and it turned out to be a bit of an occupational hazard. Sit down now. I am so annoyed with you. So So I studied religion at university, so my life choices were teacher or priest. But I like older men. So my friends often ask me which religion I'd practice if I wasn't an atheist homosexual sinner. And I've come up with a bit of a solution to that. God compare. So I'll start with Christianity. I wonder if Jesus realised when he was on the cross that a third of the world's population would follow him. Nailed it. Jews are allowed to drink on the morning of holy days. And why not? You only live once. Not if you're a Buddhist. Niche, but I like it. So, Buddhist monks have been scientifically proven to be the happiest people on the planet. And it's strange to me because they don't eat meat, they don't drink alcohol, and they don't like meaningless sex. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong. So in Sikhism, Guru Gobind Singh took 5 men into a hidden room as a test of faith with a sword to stab them with, which reminds me of my last night out on Canal Street. Finally, Islam. I was going to make a joke about Islam, but I didn't want it to blow up in my face. Thank you, everyone. I think
Ladies and gents, Matt Breaker! Don't eat meat, don't drink, doesn't like sex. He's on about my ex, not a Buddhist. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the station. Let's give it up for our FCC! We saw James Stewart, Kenny Robinson, Phil Liller, Notorious B.I.G., and Matt Granger! What we're going to do now, guys, is we're going to have about a 10-15 minute break so you can all have a drink, go have a smoke, whatever you need to do, and then get yourselves back here. So what time we on now? Let's have a quick look. It is about 10 to 6 now, so if you can be back here for about 5 past 10 past 6 and we'll start the show then. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the first section. I'll see you back soon.
Setting it up to stream it live or what?
Yeah. This is correct. Then also boss, Katarina, mega boss, my boss, and there's people there. That's an artist, very nice artist, nice. Half an hour, meia hora, meia meia. Peraí. E assim tu pode fazer a tua trilha. Não era para o teu parceiro, isso era para mudar o teu telemóvel. Só a minha irmã é que está a ver.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to start the second section in about 5 to 10 minutes. We'll do that now. We'll aim to start in about 5 to 10 minutes. If you have got your drinks, make your way back to your seats.
Meia hora. Sounds like a bit of Jim. How is he living up? You've not left.
He will be very rude to me. I don't think he forgive me
So the girl, she's just messaged Louise. Yeah. Would you come to a comedy event again? Always comparing you then. So you must be met mediocre. Oh no, it's huge. Yeah. There he is, though. I did enjoy. To be fair, I enjoyed most of them. They were very good. And I think all of them have got good parts. Some of them, maybe some of the stuff. Maybe don't say that. So why is it taking 3 years then to come and see it? It's mediocre. Have you seen like his stuff like on clips or? Which in itself is a bit of a worry. Bless him. Yeah, so it's not.
Finish those people around and start next section. So you'll restart the middle section. Grab those drinks, get those back to your seats. Everyone else, please make your way back to your seats now.
He's not worth
1 minute.
Just down the road. Yeah. I've got to cross 4 roads next time it is, mate. I've got it in one. I have, to be honest. Yeah. So maybe I'm a loser. I think I lost in life in this. So yeah. What's work? He is. I mean, he's the one who's remotely got any money out of this. So. That's the cue. Oh no, it's not. It's going on. There's other people watching. the other guy? Should we Google it, you know? Yeah, should we do that? Scott, hello. Oh, okay. Yeah, that of course, yeah. Let's we go for it then, go on then. Oh shit.
That's just me. I did it like really tight as well, like, Jim Mays, he's really good in it. And you all went, oh, we know it's him. Yeah, they couldn't afford somebody to do it, so just do it yourself, yeah. Otherwise, it's just taking money off the charity, isn't it? So, I like you all looking at me and I'm like, no, we agree, you're not very good. Maybe you should do an 8-week course. Do you know any teachers? Did you enjoy the first section? Excellent, wasn't it? Good. So, Kerry's mum, you alright? Are you, do you need that wheelchair? Is it like is it a prop? Is it like is it benefit fraud? Is it? I'm going to you. She's sat there now like fucking I need. And then Saturday night's like until a guy from council walks in straight back in the chair. No, I'm fucked. I bet you've still been declared fit to work, haven't you? Some of you are like, can you even sing that? But yeah, because I've got a car, so technically I've got wheels. We're on the same wavelength, aren't we? You're alright, Charlie. You're like, he's pushing it a little bit. That one. So how are you? You alright drinking? You having a good time? I'm alright. Good. This is Stuart. I introduced you, Charlie. What do you do for a living, by the way? I asked you last time, but I can't remember. Mechanical engineer, Charlie. Usually fuck a mechanical engineer. Look at him. Hey, we're not in Top Shop, don't lie. Mechanical. And what kind of mechanical engineering do you do? I don't know. What do you fix things? You make turbos. For what? For cars? So you're responsible for the people driving around Bradford pissing them off. I said, of course, so you dickhead. Yeah, but it's got a massive turbo. And it's like, I'm making a bit of money. But not enough to not shop at Primark. No, I'm going to stop doing that. So you guys in sort of a royal box over there. Look at this guy, he looks like a Bond villain. Look at him. Look at him. What's your name, sir? Scaramanga. What's your name, sir? Scaramouche. I've been watching that film, the Bohemian Rhapsody. I kind of watched Scaramouche. I wanted to come out and go, no, but I thought I'm pissed off. I'm going to go, I told all the acts not to drink, and then I've been like worried that whether they're going to do okay. I know they're going to do okay, but I've been having half a bottle of whiskey. I'm like, oh, fuck, you know. So, what is your real name, sir? John. That's like the Bond dress. I'm just weird. What's your name, John? And there are... I can take the priest out of wheelchairs, but special needs, no chance. And that's commendable. Thank you for turning up. And well done. Even if he's been at comedy before, and he's like, I know what to say to make the comedian fuck up. I'm a little special needs, deal with that, dickhead. And so it's nice you brought a couple of them with you as well, Tim. This guy in the end is like, I can't even deny it. So you've grown a beard to compensate for John's lack of hair. Is that what it is? Is that his 7-year-old brother? Are you sure you're not the special needs, John? Or did you say 7 years older? He's 7 years older, and so John got the looks, you got the hair. That's the deal, wasn't it? Where are you guys from? Newcastle. From Newcastle? That's not a Newcastle accent, fuck off. I'm from Newcastle. slash Russia. Have you been sent here by Putin? Is that what it is? You're from Newcastle, really? Right. Like Paul Gascoigne just walked in. Yeah. Was that just vowels then? Was that like... Nah, I doesn't believe I'm from Newcastle. I'll just say from that. Sketches when you used to get an extra sketch for the first time, and you're like, if you like, you know when you get those things where it's like when a person, normal person talking, an extra sketch is like a Geordie talking, isn't it? Right, I see yous, It can't be from Newcastle. I saw you come in. You had a coat on. I'm not having it. He's got a cardigan on because special needs. That's what it is. You don't wear a cardigan for any other reason, do you? Unless are you two? Are you a couple? You two? Are you? Oh, you two are the couple. Right. So, has it ever been weird though? Have you ever looked at? No, I can't. I can't do it. And who are you supporting tonight? Graham. Oh, okay, great. Like Newcastle. I'm from Newcastle. I haven't started a fight or anything. I'm not having it. Have we got any other Geordies in? Oh, one over here, and then there's two here. Yes. All right. Where's the other Geordie? Somebody waving down there. All right. Good. And which part of Newcastle are you? Hang on. Can you just speak for me for a second, just to make sure? No, apparently she can't. No. No. Of course, it's Sunday afternoon. That's what we're doing. We get drunk or we got the football just as a barcode. That's what we do. Is there also, have we got Scottish people in? Right. Where's just one? Me. Still enough for a fight, though, isn't it? Let's be honest. Oh, that's Graham, isn't it? That is Graham over there. Right, okay. All right. Any Southerners in? Yeah. Ooh, a Southerner and a Geordie together. Are you two a couple? Oh, where are you from, sir? Crystal Palace, mate. You know what I mean? Yeah, lovely. Sausage roll. I don't know why I said that. What the fuck's that got to do with anything? I've no clue. It's not all comedy gold, I'll be honest. Crystal Palace, right? What are you doing in Crystal Palace? Do you live in Leeds now, or? Yes. Okay, because you thought... You live in Bradford? Of course you do. I'm from Otley, and I told people, because Otley's got a Leeds postcode, but it is basically Bradford, isn't it? Has anyone been to Otley? Any Otley people in? No. No. Do you know why? That's because they're all breaking into your houses now. That's where they are. Apart from your house in Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace. All right. And so, how did Crystal Palace and Newcastle meet? Work. He's saying fuck all else, and he's like, work. Yes, I'm her probation officer.
Share the sausage roll.
What is it you do?
We're travel agents.
Travel agents. We can take you to exotic places, like Bradford. Jesmond. In Crystal Palace, we can have a sausage roll. What the fuck am I on about? All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your first act of this session? Okay, then your first actor who's coming up in just a moment is Nathan Dring. I'm gonna appoint someone else with a scarf thing on. What's your name, sir? Are you in the Portuguese lot as well? I'm going to leave Portugal alone. It's going to start to look. Any minute now, people are like, is he actually racist or what? Is this anything? Sorry, say your name again, sorry. I'm not even going to try that. Unless you're just like Geordie over here, is like, I just talk like this. You know. Did you fly in for this today as well?
No.
I live here. You live here too? That looks so sad. Every time he sees one of his Facebook profiles of his mates in Portugal enjoying the sunshine and then looks out his window and sees a bloke puking into a bin. Well, you love living in Leeds, it's great! I'm going to leave Portugal now. Gentleman there, big man, where are you from, sir? You're from here? You had to think about it for a second. Leeds? Are you sure? It's a safe option, so where are you really from? You're not one of the Bradford lot as well, are you? You work in Bradford? What do you do in Bradford?
I work in A&E.
That's like, you're working, oh my goodness, you must see, all right, what's the weirdest thing you've seen in A&E in Bradford?
Quite a long list.
Top of that list, weirdest thing, batshit crazy, go on.
An X-ray of Vaseline.
An X-ray of Vaseline
Of Vaseline in the tub.
in a tub?
Yeah.
Why is that weird?
It was in someone's stomach.
It was in someone's stomach. So what's basically happened there is someone's thought, lubricate with Vaseline, but have not read any further and shoved the tub. Is that what happened? Is it? I don't think they swallowed it, ingested it.
No, the trip and fell.
Of course, yeah. Tripped and fell. That classic excuse. Sometimes it writes itself, doesn't it? Tripped and fell. Yes, I just so happened to have Vaseline in my hand and tripped and fell, and now it's in me. Okay, right. And what's your name, sir? Phil.
Joe.
Oh, sorry, Joe. Joe. Okay, Joe. Where are you really from, Joe? Are you really from Leeds? Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, he's not. Is he from Halifax or somewhere weird? Oh right, you can take the piss out of a wheelchair, but take the piss out of Halifax. No, go back to picking up special needs, but leave Halifax alone. Same thing, isn't it? Really, to be honest with you. Right, Joe, you're actually cheerleading for this section. Okay, what kind of cheer would it be if somebody used Vaseline to... Okay, what kind of cheer would I get from you if you... Are you seeing anyone? If you, right, you have to point at like... Or was that just ambition? And I was like, if I play my cards right, this random stranger here. So imagine you're getting special birthday night, right? What kind of cheer would you get from me then? He's thinking about special birthday night already. What do you do on your birthday? Right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo!
Is every night special birthday night? Is that why that was like muted? All right, so everyone else, I'm going to point to Joey and he's going to sort of do that woo thing and then he's going to start cheering and we're going to get Nathan drink the stage. Are you ready? All right, start cheering. Everyone else join in. Thank you very much.
Good evening, my name is indeed Nathan Dring. A real privilege to be here this evening to take part in raising money for something so incredible. I've been doing some research into the reasons that young children get cancer. I've got 2 children of my own, they're 5 and 2. That's not their names, it's how I rate them out of 20. And, on a good day. But actually one of the reasons it turns out that children get cancer is because at charity gigs some people don't laugh. So have a look around, the lady suddenly rummaging in her handbag or the gentleman shifting awkwardly his seat. You are part of the problem. I want to chat to you tonight about marriage and someone says Nathan will love you, and dear Lord I hope not. No, I'm kidding. I love my wife. I love my wife to bits. That's not her. She'll be on bloody WhatsApp. But no, I do love her. I love her to bits. I love it when she laughs. I love it when she smiles. And I can watch her sleeping for hours. Because she's not talking. Now there'll be some guys in the room thinking, don't look at me, because I'm currently things that I don't think this. And let me know, like women, your guys are probably thinking a lot of this. If they don't laugh, it's because they're empathising, all right? So I've got to the point where actually I've converted my downstairs toilet I've converted to like a panic room, just somewhere to run to hide, to escape. Last week I drank 3 pints of off milk, just so I had more shits and an excuse to hide. And I was sort of, my sphincter was like some sort of Monsoon Seasons and downpipe kind of thing. And I was like, if you imagine Chewbacca giving birth. And every time in the background I could hear she was still talking. It completely failed, backfired, if you will. And so now there were just 2 people in the house with shit pouring out. Now you might think I'm a bit harsh actually, because and to be fair, I'm not always a great listener. Only last week I discovered that one of the last verses of Baby Shark is in fact, let's go hunt. Pretty sure I won't get to DJ my kids' school disco again. But what I've realised is, yes, I'm not a great listener, but actually there is something darker at play, something more sinister. And the fact is this, as painful as it is, she doesn't want me to listen. She doesn't want me to hear. And you might think that's really harsh, but there's a couple of things I just want you to consider. The first is timing. She always waits till I've just left the room, or until I'm downstairs in the house. And then I hear this. Now that's the sort of noise that if you hear it in a horror film, screaming at the telly, don't go upstairs. But I did. I ran up the stairs, which to prevent the release of kind of weaponised bodily fluids. It's not easy, and you get there. And I said, well, what is it, darling? Because I call her darling, because I love my wife. And she looks at me and says, timing part 1, part 2. So like a lot of married men, you go through the charade. No, I'm not horny. No, cuddling's fun. Yes, those are sexy pyjamas. And we've gone through that, and I think, right, I'm just going to ignore now and just films and antiques magazine. Something. But she's developed a knack, and other women may have also break the page because the fucking duvet every time. So this timing, what I've realised is topic. I don't carry on watching telly. When she carry on watching telly. When she starts on Miss Saigon, but I'll tell you why it's particularly painful. Miss Saigon is 2 hours long. I could have driven with her to Sheffield, watched it, had at least an I could have driven with her to Sheffield, watched it, had at least an interval with a break, a beer and a seat, the second half and still that would have only been 3.5 hours. So there are just a couple of the reasons that make me think that she doesn't want me to listen, but then I've been reflecting on this and I've realised it's probably a good thing. It's probably a good thing that we live this charade of not really listening to each other. Because we did try it once. She suggested, and I suggested, she come along and listen. And I think we all know how that one's going to end. So my name's Nathan Dring. If you've got a spare bed, I'll be at the bar anytime now. Thank you very much. Good night.
So, I'm gonna have to kill Nathan. How dare you come on and be brilliant?
My identity. And I'll explain. So, I was born in Germany on Christmas Day. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, he kind of looks like a Nazi. I was born in the British Army Hospital. Actually, do you know what the worst thing about being born on Christmas Day is? Cheeses. You know how hard it is to get excited about your own birthday when for 2 whole months, every year, every other fucker on the planet is going absolutely batshit crazy about the birthday of a make-believe guy who's been there for 2,000 years. That cunt has ruined my birthday for 14 years. I was at a party a couple of years ago, and one of my friends turned around and decided that because I was born on Christmas Day in Germany, I should be known as the Aryan Jesus. By very definition, I'd literally want to kill myself. It would be the most efficient suicide in history. But I can only imagine that my gas bill would be astronomical. I know, sorry about that. One of my Aussie mates then piped up and replied to that. Yeah, mate. But you also retire and then rise again 3 days fucking later. We moved around a lot with the army when I was growing up. Places like Hong Kong, Twickenham, and Peterhead. Has anybody heard of Peterhead? Imagine the worst place you can think of in Scotland. Add a shit ton of fish, and you can think of in Scotland. Add a shit ton of fish, and talk like you're having a stroke. They really didn't like watching 80s Scotland. So much so that I was chased out of school by all of the boys, desperate to beat me up, and they literally chased me across all the through the woods, right up to the army barracks. Luckily, they were hurling deep-fried Mars bars and curly whirlies at me, and let's face it, no Scotsman can run past deep-fried confectionery without stopping to eat it, so I managed to escape. After that, I decided that maybe... So, we found out the army would pay for me to go to private school. So I moved from a Scottish state school to a nice private school in Yorkshire, where I spent the next year being bullied for having a Scottish accent. The irony is, when I went to this state school, my accent, after moving around the army so much, had just sort of become fairly neutral, fairly well spoken, but you couldn't tell where I was from. Everybody I went to school with was rich as fuck, but had broad Yorkshire accents. We were poor, yet I sounded like an extra from Blackadder Girls 4. So after school, I took 22 years out and became a professional barman. So I worked my way around bars around the UK. I opened a bar in Swansea. See those 2 bars over there? I worked in the middle when he does. And they've got lots of sayings like that in Wales. It's like, whose coat is this jacket? Whose boots are these shoes? Is that you by yourself over by there? 2002, I moved to Sydney, Australia. Picked up the twang. Sorry, mate. Whereabouts are you from? Leeds. Is there a Leeds in Australia? No. Yeah, I was supposed to be there for 2 years. 15 months. Took me 10 years to get rid of the fucking accent. Moved back to the UK, and this is pretty much how the last 15 years or so have gone. So if I visit the north, my friends and family take the piss because my southern fairy talks like an Aussie. If I go down south to London, everyone takes the piss because I'm a northern monkey who talks like an Australian. If I hang out in Leeds, you all take the piss because I'm from Harrogate, so I must be a posh wanker. And if I hang out with the Aussies, they all think I'm one of them and then realise I'm a fucking pom. So much so that a guy that I worked with in London for 10 years, at my leaving drinks, turned around to me and went, "So mate, whereabouts in Australia are you from?" Leeds. "Is there a Leeds, Australia?" "No, you cunt!" Sorry, as you can see, I've got some issues around my national identity. My biggest worry at the moment is, what the fuck happens to me at Brexit? I shouldn't do that either. As the Aryan Jesus, I can only imagine that I'll shit off in a woman. It's been great, thank you very much. I don't know what Steve's been doing with this. I'm standing really weird as well, actually. He's like, I'm going to stop that now in case anyone leaves. Ladies and gents, Steve Brennan! So, Australia, eh? Have you got any Aussies in? No. No, we've all heard about the quality of this gig. We're not travelling that far. Have we got any people that aren't from Portugal but also aren't from England? Oh, where are you from then? So anyway, as we move seamlessly through this night, why are you here? No, don't answer that, just in case. Well, how long have you been in England for?
Just today, I just came for this gig.
You came just for this gig today? Fuck off. He's from Birmingham, yeah? You just pronounced Birmingham Lebanon, yeah? Fuck you. He's like, I'll have you dickhead. I'm going to choose between Lebanon and, like, Afghanistan. I don't know. Lebanon. Have you really got Lebanese people in your family?
Yeah, no.
I've seen some of their DVDs. They're a bit. Oh no, that's not Lebanese. That's. There's, any lesbians in? You're just at that point where you just cheer at anything now, are you? What's your name, mate? Louis. Louis from Lebanon. And what do you do, Louis?
I'm an engineer.
Is everyone a fucking engineer around here? And what kind of engines do you hear? Cranes? Oh, really? I'm from Lebanon, aren't you? Like, let's just get rid of the damage. Let's just... Oh, that's too far, isn't it? Actually, to be fair, yeah. You look on cranes, do you? Like,
Trains.
Oh, trains? Oh, fucking hell. It's that Lebanese accent. I didn't have a clue what you said. Trains. All right. How did you get here on time then? Okay, let's are you ready for that? Yeah. All right, who we got coming up next? No, that's the wrong side. We have got Mark Tucker coming to stage in just a moment. Joe, you're going to start cheering with some enthusiasm for one more time. He's not, is he? Is that as enthusiastic as he gets? He can do better. All right, 3, 2, 1, Joe, some enthusiasm! Hello? Are we all? Good. My name's Mark, and I'm here to tell you all that I'm a little different. I don't know if you noticed the confident stride on the way out here, or the check shirt. Brought a coffee cup out instead of I'm middle class, okay? Coming clean to a group of 300 was much easier than coming out to my dad. Having to take him to my favourite coffee shop, Marmalades and familiar with it in Leeds now? Serves hot beverages in refurbished jam jars. Because nothing adds to your morning hit of Java like lemon curd. Or fish. So, it's all a lie, Dad. She's a beard. From a web of lies. She's double-barreled. We pay someone to clean our car. And we regularly eat corn. We're not vegetarian, it breaks up quinoa week. So Dad then looked at me and said, what about the kids? So we decided we're going to raise them middle class as well, Dad. Jesus, Mark. They're only young. Let them decide for themselves. Have they tasted a wagon wheel? Do not dare tell them avocado is a suitable breakfast food. I said, calm down, Dad. Try a macaroon. The raspberry ones are delicious. Anyway, the next half an hour was frosty with attempted reconciliations and Dad trying to wrap his head around that Samson and Gulliver next door were not children, were not dogs, they were children. Which was especially difficult as they both enjoy naps, walks, and locally sourced Wagyu beef. I said, it's still me, Dad. Still your son, Mark. You raised me from an infant. You named me. He said, we didn't want to call you Mark. I said, what do you mean? He said, your mum wanted to call you Matthew. Well, what do you mean? I said, well, when you were born, we picked Matthew. It's our favourite name, but when you were born, the doctor said, it's not looking too good. You're not going to last. It's too nice a name to see spelled out in flowers. I said, so that's why my next brother, yeah, that's why your next brother's called me. I said, but it's true. He's not here tonight, but I am though, Dad. I made it. I said, so a lot of effort and thought went into the name Mark? No, not really. It's on the same page. And if I knew how you turned out, I would have spelled it with a C. And then a U. And an N. T. No, Fabian, just pop it down there. Thank you very much.
Middle class then, is that a middle class Newcastle accent what you've got there, is that? It is. I bet you got picked on at school, didn't you? Like wandering into school, unless you went to a school where everyone talks like that. But not with that deep voice, because if they did at school that'd be weird, wouldn't it? I'm Robert, I'm 9. So, do you speak like that as well? Do you speak, what was your name, sorry? Robert. Robert's a proper Geordie, isn't he? That explains why he's got the cardigan on and single. And are you single? Not that I'm asking for me, just any single ladies in? Just one, and he was like, yeah. It's alright, you don't have to date him. There's apps and stuff. Alright. Right then, Portuguese people, gives a cheer. Alright, deportation guys, in. No, I'm kidding. Right, I need to check out how to say this now. I think it's Louise. Louise, you got some of you nodding. Are you one of the Portuguese guys? Are you with the glasses on, sir? Are you sure you're not a magician? No, you look like can you do magic? You can sing. Who just grasped up then? Was that you in front? He can sing. Can he sing? Are you a singer? He's in a band, and he look at it. You don't have hair like that. You're not being in a band. All right. What kind of stuff do you sing? I mean, obviously. They're heckling each other now. Fargo. I'm sorry. I can barely speak English. Right? I'm struggling with it. Okay, right. We'll move on seamlessly. Got away with that. Got away with that. All right. So, what's your name, sir? Pedro. And I will be your rep this evening. The bars are half a mile walk away. Robert, I'm going to appoint you the cheerleader because you're off for this one because we've got our Portuguese accent tonight. Now, I'll be honest with you, ladies and gents, doing stand up in your first language is hard enough. Doing it in your second language is an absolute, I don't know, it's a treat that somebody's made the effort to do comedy in their second language. Admittedly, there are times when it appears like I'm doing it. My first language being gibberish. I think there are times when it's like I've just learned how to speak. So Pedro, you're going to start the tune and we're going to get Lewis Cruz to the stage. I don't know if I said it right in a minute. Are you ready to start cheering?
Hey-o. And that's my Yorkshire for the name. So my name is actually Luis, not Lewis, not Louis, and definitely not Louise. I mean, not before 1 a.m. But that's another show. I came to the UK. Basically, I'm Portuguese, as you can tell by my beautiful natural tan. Okay, Mom. And yeah, I came to the UK basically because of the weather and to steal your jobs. Just wait for the actual joke. And for the money. When it comes to the money part, I'm doing so well, I'm still accepting donations. So please be kind this night. Yeah, I came to the UK like around a year ago, and my first week until I found an apartment, I spent it on a hotel. And my experience since the first day was amazing. I was in the hotel. I came out of my room first morning, and the cleaning lady called me love. Well, I'm not used to be called love by a stranger. Being a hotel maid on my room door, calling a bearded man love. We've seen this video, right? And then not only that, but when I went to the office, and the HR lady interviewed me, and on the back was a black leather sofa. I want to re-explain that to the lady next to me after the show. And yeah, that was basically my first week. Nothing happened though. Nothing happened. And it's nice. It has been an experience because Portuguese people have a lot of contraceptions. I mean, preconceptions about the English, about the British people in general. The thing is, we really think about you like higher. In a high position, we think you're all highly retarded people. well, highly regarded people. And yeah, and in the past few years, we've been looking because with the crisis, the financial crisis, and all of that, we've been looking a lot. We've been looking up for you, especially around Praia da Luz and stuff like that. What? Get over it, right? Her parents did, so what's the big? And yeah, I'm an animal. And well, we look up to you. That was it. We look up to you, and we have those thoughts we have about British people are basically that some are right, some are wrong. So we really think you guys love to drink. Is that right? Yeah, even if you say no, I've been to Coal Lane, and I asked people, because on the first few weeks, I've seen people on shirts and sunglasses with -2 outside. And I was like, oh, you guys can do that? That's insane. And someone explained me that is actually the beer jacket. Makes sense, right? So yeah, and then I looked around and I saw some girls bare feet puking on the sidewalk, and I asked, so that's the puke shoes, right? Yeah, everybody told me that was it. The other thing is, you guys are always on time. Yeah. And finally, they say and my Portuguese fellows can confirm that we think you guys are polite. And fucking hell, that's wrong. And that is so wrong. Even though you keep watching, I never heard so much fucking and wanker and cunt in my fucking life. And don't get me wrong, I love cunt. I mean, since I was a kid, even on Sesame Street, but one cunt, like, one bar, ha ha ha, 2 bars, ha ha ha. Yeah, and that was it. I grew up with that, so I think I'll be fine around. So yeah, that was me. My name is Luis. But if you see me around 2 a.m., if you call for Lulu, I'll be answering. So I'll be fine. Thank you very much.
I'll be honest, there was a moment in training when he first started talking about counts and he said it that way, I was like, ooh. But then he did the Praia da Luz joke and I was like, no, that's not the worst thing you can say. And as I said, I'm not censoring anyone. They say what they want to say. Only mainly because I cried laughing when I first heard it. I was like, I am going to hell. Also, by the way, I know some people don't like they don't like swearing. I understand that. It's a Sunday afternoon gig, and I know your friends and family, and it's. I have this with my parents as well, because I swear a lot in more stand-up. It's like it's just a word. Like my mum makes the word fucked, but doesn't have a problem with the word killed. Which would you rather be? I mean, honestly, could you imagine World War II if Hitler had fucked 6 million Jews? It'd be a different story, wouldn't it? So all I'm saying is just, it's context, isn't it? Just be very careful about what you think of words. To be fair, sometimes things come out my mouth and then my brain goes, ooh, I shouldn't have. Are you ready for your final answer to this session? All right, we've got Marie Foster on the stage. Joe, it's back to you now. You're back to Jim with some oomph and some enthusiasm. All right. Imagine you're enjoying yourself. Do you remember a time you were enjoying yourself? By the way, you're quite tall, aren't you? 6'2". 6'2". I think we're tall as well. Like, ooh, it's all the excited. tell you what, I want you to do this one. I'm going to put you, I want you to whip your shirt off and go, yeah! Can you do that demonstration, quick? Oh, bless you. All right, all you need to do is cheer. We'll get Marie Foster to the stage. Are you ready for your final section? Let's do it now!
Is it too late to back out? I'm kidding. I am picturing you all naked though. Some of you are alright. It's not a child line. I'm that kind of girl. I've really settled down actually. I used to go out all the time and get blasted. I was my friend Vicky. But I met someone, and there's nothing I like to do more now than just crawl into bed for a cheeky little spoon. It's been 4 years. I'm lucky to get that. Oh shit. Yeah, so I find it a bit weird. I'm quite a bit taller, and I am always the little spoon. Now I recently found that when the shorter party is the big spoon, it's not even spooning. It's jetpacking. It's been a little while, so I find myself weighing up like pros and cons. And pros, in preparation for tonight, I've developed an unthinkable number of grey hairs, but they've gone undetected. Cons, there's one really. We never see eye to eye. Apparently emotion. Like, I cried when my Tamagotchi died. But before I found the reset button. My bugbears are like the usual things like, why is there hair everywhere? Why have you got a problem with hoovering up? And I keep my fingernails trimmed to a manageable level. Why can't you do the same? So I think it's only natural from time to time that like I picture myself with another, but I can't afford to clothe and feed 2 cats. So I spend a lot of time at home with a cat. It's not because I've got no friends. It's because I can never remember where I left my keys. I can never remember where I left my keys to get back out. My memory is awful. So I've been working on it with my little sister. I say little. She's taller than me, but I'm the oldest. And I always thought I'd be like the cool older sister, you know, like taking her out on the town, getting her the Jaeger bombs. There's a 9-year difference. I can't keep up with it. For Christmas last year, I asked for a walk. Yeah, so she's got me enrolled in this millennial brain training. You might know of it. It's Snapchat. If you don't know what it is, it's an app. You send messages, they delete, so it relies on the muscle memory to keep the chat flowing. Now, 90% of my response is, what are we talking about? But she insists this is how we text, and then she wonders why we didn't finish the conversation we started 2 months ago about whether or not I was going home last weekend. So I stay home. You might have noticed a watered down Geordie twang, which is real. And I never thought I'd be so proud. I hated my accent right up until the point it got so diluted that people started to think I was from Leeds. And I'm not trying to offend anyone. I like to say things like canny and pet and cookbook. I said cookbook the other day. Like, you really don't know what you've got till it's gone. So I left my little hometown, Hartlepool, if anyone was wondering. I was 18 and ridiculously shy, and I thought I need to get out and find myself. Leeds wasn't the first choice, but I flights to Australia. Kidding. I came here for the career prospects. I ended up washing pots in Wetherspoons. It was my own fault. My dad said, why don't you use your brains and be an accountant? That's boring. So I was like, Dad, I'm going to do a degree in journalism. Now, I'm not a journalist, so 1-0 Dad. But I have had my fair share of opportunities. So when I left Wetherspoons, I was chuffed. I got an office job, 9 to 5, and I was it was a new environment, so I was a bit, well. But the only thing I didn't like doing was answering the phone. So I just let other people do it. That's why I got sacked from the call centre. So I almost moved to Dubai to be an air hostess. And as glamorous as that would have been, I realised that's not what my school teachers meant by aim high. Last year, I had to turn down the chance to be a policewoman, purely because I would have had to arrest half of my friends for offences. I fell into a decent job. I'm a trainee accountant. I didn't even think I was going to fill this 5 minutes. This is the most conversation any of my friends have ever got out of me. It's probably why I got mixed reviews when I said I was doing this. Obviously they were supportive, but it was more like, well, not be better off jumping out of a plane or something. And then there was the pity, like, bless her, she thinks she's funny. But the one I was most offended by was, ooh, it's always the quiet ones, isn't it? Now, I might be wrong, but I think that's what people say about serial killers. And I have never killed. I'm hoping my joke might have.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you there soon. One more time for that solo section. See you in a bit.
Side it. Side. Yeah. Looks better.
Thank you. The fucking rush. Thank you.
Crushed it. And your fucking social media has been below it. I mean, I can't accept